Hi guys, this is Karen with BTW Dog Training. Over, sit. And I'm here to show you how to muzzle train or muzzle condition your dog. People probably wonder why you should train your dog to have a muzzle on their face in the first place. We normally ask clients who have dogs with bite histories, whether they've bitten people or bitten dogs, to actually train their dog on wearing a muzzle before we even start training with the dog. Obviously, a dog that bites is a safety concern for everybody, so we're trying to set the dog up, the clients up, and me, the trainer, up for success so that we can all have an effective lesson without the worry or the concern of a bite. Over, Taco, heel. As you can see, Taco is very, very excited that we're muzzle training, and the reason why that is, over, sit, is that we get to use food to train him. So it's his daily kibble that he's going to eat for a meal, and usually in the beginning stages of training, we work every meal hand feeding your dog. So this just actually seamlessly goes into your training program that I would utilize with you while training your dog. Like I said, he's literally beside himself because he knows I'm holding a cup of food in my lap that we're going to use for training him. The muzzle that I traditionally use with your dogs is a Baskerville muzzle. As you can see, it literally looks like a basket, but it's a Baskerville muzzle. Taco, come, sit. And the reason why I suggest this muzzle in particular is because your dog can pant, your dog can take a drink, and then your dog can also eat food through it. So it's not nearly as confining as some of the other ones. Sit, and that's why we utilize it. If you go onto the Baskerville website, it has a size chart, and you usually go by breed and even snout size as to which muzzle you want to use. Sometimes people go by weight, and traditionally a lot of dogs we see are actually overweight, so the weight isn't always the best indicator as to which size muzzle you need. It's more of breed specific, and then they actually do have sizing for the length of the snout and actually the circumference of the snout. This one here, I want to say is probably a size 3. Oh, size 2 for Taco. And I'm going to show you how to introduce it to your dog. So you put food in your hand, and then you literally put your hand underneath the muzzle, so that way the food is being fed up and through the muzzle. So the word I use is muzzle, and you can see the top strap goes around his head. So you want the bottom piece sitting like that so that it can fit underneath him, and then you eventually wind putting the strap up around him. So in the beginning, you just want him to get used to putting his nose into the muzzle so he gets conditioned to that behavior. So I say muzzle, and he puts his face into it and he gets the kibble. Good muzzle. Good muzzle. Good boy. Good muzzle. And you basically make him eat his meal while he's quote unquote wearing the muzzle. So once your dog gets comfortable with doing that, then you slowly start working the straps around his face so that you can size it to the proper size of your dog. Because obviously, the better fit you get, the less likely anyone's going to get bit while he is wearing the muzzle. So eventually you want to go muzzle and slowly start working the strap over his ear like that. So he gets used to having the strap around his face. It's going to kind of bug his eyes when you're doing this, but oh well, he's just going to get used to it. Like I said, this is for safety purposes. It's not to make the dog feel better. It's to make you and the other people in any space that you're with and other dogs feel safe around your dog. Taco, muzzle. And eventually you work the strap over him and you wind up snapping it together. So that way your dog gets used to wearing the straps connected. So Taco's pretty comfortable with the muzzle, so I'm gonna actually just snap it on him. He doesn't love it, but like I said, I don't care if he loves it. He has a bite history, and when I take him to the vet, I need him to wear this because I need the vet tech to not feel like their life is in danger because my dog is going to bite them. Muzzle, Taco. And then eventually you just wind up feeding your dog's whole entire meal through the muzzle like this so that your dog gets used to wearing it. I also suggest to people that while your dog's just sleeping in the house for an hour or two a day, make them wear the muzzle. It's just to get them used to the muzzle. So that way they're not trying to rip it off their face when you're taking them out of the house. And like I said, with dogs who have aggression issues where they are biting the client, other people, other dogs, this is a must. It has to happen before I can even train with you because I'm not going to take a bite just for the heck of it. I don't get paid enough to do that. Like I said, I don't want you to be put in a situation where your dog has to make a decision about biting anybody in the space they're in. Good muzzle, Taco. So like I said, this is for everyone's safety, including your dog's, because obviously if your dog has a bite and I go to the hospital, I need stitches, then the doctor's required to fill out a bite report, and that doesn't ever end well for your dog. Muzzle. So like I said, This is how you just get your dog conditioned to it. I normally ask you to do this about a week prior to the first lesson I have with you, so that way you get comfortable with this situation. It's not stressful when you have to put it on your dog, when you go to the vet, when you go to the groomers. It just sets everybody up to have a different stress level that you can not have to worry about this. So like I said, he doesn't love it, but he's gonna sit here and eat all of his kibble through it because, as you can see in the beginning of the video, he's pretty food driven and he's more than happy to jump through this hoop so that way he can get fed by me.